It's Lynn Bardowski, founder at Million Dollar Party Girl, with another episode of Social Girl Live. This is where we help you turn your post into profits. And tonight, it's all about virtual parties. There has never been a better time, you guys know what I'm talking about, to have an option, an online party option for party guests. Of course, we know some hosts prefer an online party, right? But some might not want to interact socially with friends and family because of the current situation. And so what can you do? You want to make sure you're prepared, that you have an option if you need it, so that the show goes on, or the party, as we might say. The party must go on. So I have some really important things that you need to know tonight. But first, I want to hear from you guys. What are you hearing? Have you had hosts that have said they're concerned? Are you seeing people wanting to shift to an online party? Let me know what your business looks like. How many are in home? How many are online when it comes to your party calendar? All right, let's get a little pulse here of how you're feeling and what's happening. And honestly, change is happening all the time, right? And as marketers, as entrepreneurs, mompreneurs, women leaders, keep calm, right? Really important to keep calm. We don't want to scare people here, but also really important to be prepared. And so that's why I felt it was really important for this to be our topic tonight. So a lot has changed online as well. I'm going to be bringing you up to date with everything you need to know to really get ready to rock your parties for spring 2020. Who's excited? I hope you guys are. If you're a leader and you want your team to have access to this content, of course, feel free to invite them to tune in with us tonight. Or you could even host a watch party after this is published. I recommend you wait till later tonight or tomorrow. You might even be watching this on the replay. Host a watch party for your team in your group so you guys can all watch it together. That's a really fun way to kind of have that, like, we're all going to binge watch. We're all going to the movies together kind of feeling, right? All right, so here's what you're going to learn tonight. We're going to be talking about what kind of content you need to create in 2020 to be able to increase your reach, to get your post, to get your content seen. And by that, I mean more eyeballs on what you're posting in your virtual parties, whether you're partying in a group or an event. Of course, one of the biggest shifts this year is group content is getting priority in the news feed. And I know a lot of you are partying in groups, and there are some best practices you need to know, because groups are about community building. They're not necessarily about selling your stuff. And so you do need to change your voice when you're posting in groups. And I'm going to tell you exactly what you want that voice to be. You're also going to learn what you might be posting, and this is hot off the press, that could be compromising people's trust in you, right? This is a really important time. People are looking to you as, again, a marketer, a leader, a business person, an entrepreneur. And especially what you're posting on your personal Facebook profile, I'm going to tell you what might be getting you in trouble. And then I've also got a really fun, simple workaround for you, because one of the newest updates here is the ability for the algorithm, which is getting smarter, to recognize marketing messages, and especially when it includes an outside link. And by outside link, I mean a link to your website, right? You typically post them all over your online party. You no longer want to do that. And I'm going to give you a fun workaround that I actually just thought of last week. So this is hot off the press for you. That will make sure that those posts are not getting flagged as marketing messages or reduced ranking because you're using an outside link. So an outside link would be a link to your website or a link to a YouTube video, any link that takes people outside, right? Outside of right here, right? Facebook wants to keep people right here. They want to keep people on the platform. They don't want them to go somewhere else. So I've got a workaround for that for you. And then we're gonna wrap up. So make sure you guys stick around to the end. This is gonna be exciting. I'm gonna tell you exactly what kind of content you wanna be creating right now, like in the next week. Super simple too. You guys, if you follow me, you know I'm all about the simple, nothing too crazy here. It's always gonna be duplicatable, that you can then repurpose for all your spring online parties. So do a little work now. It's going to save you time, and it's also going to help you crank up the interaction and engagement on your Facebook business page. So 2 birds right here with 1 stone. All right. So let me know if you guys are excited. I'm excited to see you here tonight. And we are going to dive right in. All right. Yes, I'm hearing a lot of people are getting in Facebook jail. We do not want that to happen to you. Definitely focus on those community standards. All right. So first, let's talk about how do you get your content seen? And this is especially true for virtual parties. And it's really kind of making that shift from a marketing message to that value-added content. I've been actually talking about this for like 4 years. So if you're following my formula, if you have my Facebook party course or my book, you're already ahead of the curve. And the word I want you to think about is conversation. It's really about having conversations with people, right? That's what keeps people connected. That's what adds value and gives people meaning. That's what we call meaningful, relevant content for your audience. And that includes your virtual party, your online party guest, right? It needs to be meaningful to them. So instead of a one-way marketing message, which kind of sounds like you're, kind of screaming at people, you want to make the shift to conversational messages that add value and have meaning to people. And I'll give you one specific example, and I actually break this down. Let me know if you guys have my Facebook party course, because I actually give specific post ideas leading up to, we'll say, party time, if you're doing a virtual party, that are all based on those value-added conversations that add meaning. And of course, what's the number one thing you can do to create more conversation? Let's see who can guess. Okay, I'll wait till somebody guesses the answer. What's the one thing, the most important thing you can do when it comes to your virtual party and actually all of your content that creates more conversation with people in your parties and fans, followers, wherever they're coming in? You guys tell me what your guess is, and then I'll let you know who was right. Okay, so here's a specific example. This is actually right in my course. Melissa's saying, I have the course. It's so helpful. Thank you, Melissa. You'll have to chime in. I know Melissa has been working on also updating her online party. And you'll have to chime in, Melissa, and tell them about your online party results. Renee's saying, ask a question. Mickey's saying, ask a question. Tina's saying, ask a question. Yes, but there's one specific thing you can do. I'm actually doing it right now. That is the most important content you can create. I'm obviously making this too hard for you guys. That will help you have more meaningful content. So we'll see who can guess that answer. All right, so here's a post example. During an online party, early on, is to ask a question, what their biggest struggle is as it relates to the problem you solve. This makes it all about those party guests. And before you even start talking about your product or posting product photos, none of that matters if you have not connected with those party guests and really connected them to the emotion behind why they need you, why they need your product, because it's solving their problem. So for example, for an online party, I could say, what's your biggest struggle when it comes to your online parties, right? If I was doing a Facebook event about, promoting my course, that could be my question. Or you could say, what's your biggest struggle when it comes to organizing your home? What's your biggest struggle when it comes to, how you feel about your skin? And the list goes on, right? What's your biggest style struggle? If you sell jewelry, you can just go on and on and on and on, right? Or tell me how you're feeling about. That should be one of the posts early in the party, and especially if you're tapping into groups, because we know that group content is getting seen and ranked higher in the news feed. But I will tell you that's only if you're getting interaction, right? For some of you, you might be feeling like your group content is actually getting less interaction and engagement. So that's only true if you're getting interaction. And that's why it's really important early on in the party to crank up that engagement and interaction. Because when you've got that going on, all those little bells and whistles are going on that are saying, oh, this is engaging content. We need to make sure we show this to more people. And so, feel free if you guys are struggling with that. And I see Dana is saying she is, and I'll be happy, Dana, when I'm done, I'll come back and I'll chime in and I will give you an idea. But, your customers are great resources for you for that struggle, right? So when they are using your product, what do you hear from them? What are they telling you how your product makes them feel? That's the struggle. That's the problem that you've solved, right? They no longer are struggling with that anymore. So, easy solution, ask your customers how your product makes them feel, okay? Maybe you transformed their home, or you turned a house into a home where they can't wait to walk in the door because it smells like home. So, very simple for home fragrance, all right? So that's number one, focus on content that creates conversation. So anything you're posting in your online parties, I want you to ask yourself that question. What is the conversation around this? If it looks like a marketing message and it sounds like a marketing message, I'm going to encourage you not to post it. And you probably already know that those type of posts get zero interaction, right? It's like crickets when you post that JPEG of your flyer. It's like, who's got the JPEG of the flyer? And then it's just like, nothing's happening with that, right? So what kind of content can you share that's creating more conversations? If you need help with this, who's a great resource, right? Your own team. This would be a fun team brainstorm for you. Okay, so that's number one. Feed the algorithm what it wants. It wants more meaningful content, more conversations. Now, number two, what might you be posting that could be compromising trust, or what we call the know, like, and trust factor? Well, because of everything you're hearing in the news, and I've been seeing this in my news feed, hand in the air if you guys are seeing it too, a lot of people are sharing articles from other sources. Well, one of the big updates in the past year is the ability for Facebook to flag content that they've fact-checked. So they are now fact-checking through outside resources this content that is being shared and goes around and around and shared and reshared. And if it is deemed as partly false or completely false, it'll actually say it. Tell me if you guys have seen this in the news feed. It'll say, like, it'll have like a overlay on it that says, this has been deemed to be incorrect. And if you tap it, it actually breaks down why. and what parts of that article are not true. So I want to encourage you to really edit what you're sharing, especially in your groups and on your personal profile, that could be jeopardizing people's trust in you because it's getting flagged as either false or partly false information. So, if you don't know the source and you just see something and you're like, oh, well, let's just share that, think twice. Unless it came from the CDC or the World Health Organization, I wouldn't share it. Actually, I wouldn't even share that either, right? Let people go and get their own information when it comes to something as serious as what we're dealing with right now. Keep it light. The appropriate thing would be, and we see a lot of these posts where, people are like taking selfies in the supermarket with the empty shelves, right? That's true, right? That's you're a true source. You were in the store, you took the photo yourself, you know that to be true. And everybody's kind of having like a little chuckle over the amount of toilet paper that people have been stocking up on. Keep it light, keep it fun, save the serious stuff for other people to find that content and to trust their own sources. And I'm saying this because, earning people's trust is the reason people do business with you. And in the flash of a post that somebody scrolled through, they could be second guessing just based on something that you totally innocently shared on your profile. So be really careful what you're sharing during this really volatile time. And I encourage you, if you're a leader, to let your team know that too. Like, politics, religion, health, keep it off your profile, right? Let's all agree about that. All right. What about sharing outside links? As I said, the algorithm's getting smarter. It is lowering the rank of posts, which means less people will see it. Now, on an online party, you want to make sure people know how to shop, right? This is the challenge. And so, it used to be, I would tell people, make sure that shopping link is on every post, right? So that no matter where people are coming into the party, because you never know, they're scrolling, right? What are they seeing that is getting them excited? You don't want people to have to find your shopping link, because if they have to go search for it, they might be out, right? If people want information, they want it when they want it. And if they have to go look for it, you could have lost a customer. So here's the workaround, because you really want to limit the number of outside links you're sharing on those posts. So what I recommend you do is create one post, and maybe the graphic says, what you need to know. Or you can infuse your own personality, and maybe it says, all the things, or whatever would be something that you would say that people would understand what it's about, right? And mark it as an announcement. If you're doing this in a group, this makes it easy, right? It stays at the top. It's easy for people to find. And there in that post is where you put all the information. Maybe there's a party ID they need to know. Maybe there's certain specials they need to know. Or customer offers, of course, your website link. That goes in the what you need to know. Okay? Are you guys following me? It's just one post. Your link in one post. So instead of sharing your web link in all the other party posts, right? Share the link to the what you need to know post. So you're actually directing them back to a post that's already in the group. And that post has your web link. If you don't know how to find the link to a post, let me know. You click on what's called the timestamp. So on every post, you see a little date, and all you have to do is click on that date, and it opens up in like a new window. And at the top, you'll see the words permalink. That's how you know it's the link to that post. And of course, you can test it too. So That is a workaround that I came up with to solve this problem, because this is going to be a problem that could reduce, your ranking and the ability for that important content that you want to get seen. So yes, you post it in the description, pin it as an announcement, but don't keep putting your shopping link on all of the other posts. Just direct them back to that one, kind of like your instructions, we'll call it, right? What they need to know. So I actually just thought of that idea last week because actually 2 weeks ago, I was doing a training for one of my corporate clients, and I was like, oh, this is really a new update for 2020, and we need to, again, pivot. And last year I was saying, put your link on every post so people can easily shop with you and find you. Now I'm saying, no, do not do that, because that could reduce your reach and get those posts flagged. And we don't want that to happen to you. Connie's saying, mind blown. So yeah, I'm always about the simple solutions that are duplicatable for your teams, right? We got to keep it simple for people. So that is the simple solution. Just direct them right back to that what you need to know post. Okay, so that's my little secret workaround. And then how can online parties turn up the interaction and reach on your business page, right? We know that page content is not getting seen as much. That's absolutely true. Even more important to be having conversations with people, going live. That was the answer, by the way. It's live video. Live video is what creates more conversations, just like we're having right now. Let's see. We have 59 people watching right now. We've got 35 interactions. I'm just looking at my stats. So now we have 61 people watching. So, let us know if you're watching here on the replay, so we know that you were here. I'm just checking the comments real quick with you guys. So how do you do that? So think about your Facebook business page, because I know this is a big struggle, right? I hear it all the time. I don't know what to post, so I just don't post. Or nobody's seeing those posts anymore, right? That's like a big struggle. So think about your Facebook business page as the place that you create content for your parties. Okay, so that you can repurpose everything that you're doing and reuse it. And I'm going to give you exact post ideas of what you need to be thinking about for spring 2020. Okay, so let's talk about video. Now, of course, the best video is that live video, going live in the party and introducing yourself, sharing your story, and then offering some kind of lead magnet, a reason for them to text you or message you to get something of value. But what if you can't go live, right? I mean, things happen. What if you're not feeling well and now you've got parties coming up and you can't go live? So one thing you want to think about creating now, like really soon, is a welcome video. Go live on your business page. It really doesn't matter who shows up. You're doing this with the full purpose of using this in the future for your future online parties in case you can't go live. This is your backup video. And because it was created on your page, it's public, easily shared, no matter where you're partying, shared in a group, shared in an event, and it auto plays in the news feed. That's super cool, right? The other great thing about creating video content on your business page is you can add captions so that it's accessible to more people. And Facebook auto adds that for you as part of the edit feature in your video. And I actually have captions added to all my live videos now. You can have that, just tap a button in the edit video section, and it can be automatic. So I automatically, as soon as this is published, there will be captions on this video. All right. So your welcome video. Now keep it generic because you're not sure where you're going to be sharing this. So you might just say, you know, hey, it's Murdowski, and I want to welcome you here. Right? You're not welcoming to your page. You're not welcoming to the party. You're just welcoming. Okay. And this is where you want to share your story. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. And there's, you know, 3 key things you want to do. And this is how you have them at hello and build that know, like, and trust factor. So here's a little formula, super easy peasy. Start with I never imagined. Those 3 words. So I never imagined 30 years ago, oh my gosh, that I would still be doing this. It all started with an invitation I got to a home party, right? You see how you're like drawing people in? So those 3 words, I never imagined, fill in the blank with your story. And then part 2 to that is this phrase. Saying yes was easy because, and then tell them what made you say yes. Now, easy can be interchanged with whatever your story is. So maybe it's saying yes was a challenge because, right? Or saying yes was difficult because I had a new baby at home and didn't know how I was going to make this all work. But I'm so thankful today that I did. And then the third phrase you're going to wrap up with, and you can see how this can go really quickly, is now I'm most excited about. And tell them about what you're excited about for the future, how you're making a difference in people's lives, right? And the community that you've built with your direct sales team. And that's how you tell your story using Facebook Live to build that know, like, and trust factor. That's what's going to get people to come back to the party. You've made that connection. If you can do it live, awesome. If not, you want to be creating that welcome video now and having that on your business page so then you can share it and reshare it and share it again. And every time that content that you created on your page gets shared somewhere else, it's getting more interaction. And so that's how you crank up the interaction on your business page, by repurposing that content and leveraging the party where you have, 5, 10, 15, sometimes a whole lot more, guests all coming to interact and engage. It's just beautiful. It helps you get more page reach and helps you create content that you can then easily schedule into your online party. All right, so a generic welcome video that no matter what's going on in your life, you can have a video to welcome those party guests. And of course, make sure you close with your call to action that you want them to text you or message you to get your lead magnet, so that you take the conversation off of social media, and then you have, you're building real relationships with people. Okay. So what else? You want to create one more video. And again, solely for the purpose of repurposing this for your online parties. Okay. Yeah. Dana's saying just a way to introduce yourself. Exactly. And that's how you start to really make that connection with people. All right, so the other video that you want to create is a how-to video. This is also something that helps you build the know, like, and trust factor. It starts more conversations, right? It's more like that in-home experience where you're kind of beaming yourself in, and it's like they feel like they know you, right? And so for spring, the number one thing that people want to know is who can guess? Who can guess what's top of mind for the spring season that would be of super value for people? What do they want to know? They want to stay organized, right? Spring is the time, spring cleaning. And so create a how-to video around that theme. Now, no matter what product you sell, you can come up with a video, a how-to video on how to stay organized. So I'll give you some examples. If you sell skincare, how about how to organize your skincare or organize your makeup brushes and the importance of keeping them clean? You can even show them how to use your, maybe your face wash can also be used to clean the makeup brushes, right? People would love that. How about if you sell home decor, right? People want to know like where you keep your stuff, how to organize your jewelry, how to organize your kitchen cabinets. Like no matter what you sell, you can have how to organize your laundry room, how to organize your cleaning products. This would be a great how-to video that can be on your business page that you are repurposing for your online parties. So there you've got a great video. It's conversational, it's meaningful, and you're only doing it once, okay? This is gonna save you time, right? Because if you're like, well, gosh, I just can't do it. I'm gonna have to go live every time I do a party. Just do it once and then reshare it, okay? So easy. And then the same thing for your albums on your business page. And this could either be an album or it could be a live video or a video that you record, depending on how confident you are with, making videos. But here are 3 albums or videos you want to create for spring that could be content that you're sharing into your virtual parties, okay? One is the essentials. So what are the spring essentials as it relates to your product? What are the 5 things that people need this spring? That should either be an album where you feature photos of those products and you can then share that album as one link. Again, you're keeping people on the platform. You're not sending them somewhere else, right? That's what's important, to keep people here. Or it could be a video. The other is gifts, right? People want spring gifts. What's coming up? You've got a lot of spring holidays. Mother's Day is around the corner. Of course, Easter, spring refresh, spring makeover. What are those, top 10 gift ideas? Maybe you're doing top 10 gift ideas under $50 as it relates to your products, or under $25, depending on the product you sell. Could be under $5, right? And then the last are trends. What are the spring trends and how does your product tie into what people are talking about, right? The trends that they're going to want to have, whether it be in their home, in their closet, in their kitchen cabinet, what's going to save them time, maybe save them money, or help them feel and look more confident, okay? So you're solving those problems using your business page to create the content one time, and then you share it and share it and share it over and over again in your upcoming virtual parties. That's what helps you turn up the interaction on all of that content you're creating on your business page. So easy peasy. All right, so we covered a lot, right? I do want you guys to be prepared and be ready to roll. If you need to transition somebody to an online party, I want you to feel confident that you can do it, and you can do it easily and simply because you have planned ahead, right? That's what it's all about. Be prepared, plan ahead. If you need help, we have help for you, right? So if you guys don't know, I've got a book. It's $5.97 on Kindle. Everybody can get this, right? Facebook Party Secrets. It's my formula broken down. If you need more guidance, I have a whole course. Message me because I am going to be offering everybody. I have like a special members only pricing for my VIP community, and I'm going to give everybody access to that. Just so I can make sure you guys have the tools that you need to be able to grow your business this season, especially with what's happening in the world. But you need to message me to get it. I'm not going to put it out there for everybody. So just message me here, right on my business page, and we'll make sure we get you the resources that you guys need. Okay, super easy peasy. If you're on Instagram, make sure you're following me over there. It's the same, $1 Million Party Girl, so we can stay connected. Connie's saying, I love that book. Thank you, Connie. All right, so I'll spend a couple more minutes here with you guys. What questions do you have when it comes to online parties? Let's see, Mia's saying, yes, I do videos, so important. Oh yeah, that's awesome, right? Like an unboxing, so fun, like Happy Mail, right? That's a great way to talk about your business, by the way, without being super spammy or salesy. Tanya saying, thank you for your ideas. Well, thank you for watching, Tanya. We appreciate that. Christine saying, great info. Melissa saying, oh, look at this. This is such a great idea. Pre-record videos while her baby is napping. And it's helped her so much just to schedule them in. Yes, right? You can always find time to do it. Because remember, once you create a video, it's one and done, right? You don't have to go create graphics and create all this stuff. Just make a video. It's so much easier to just be yourself and share your excitement and your passion. That's what people connect to, not, a graphic you spent 3 hours trying to make somewhere. Let's see. Christina's saying, share 3 things. Oh, good. She's doing like a whole recap on that little storytelling formula that I shared with you guys. Thank you, Christina. Made it super easy. That's in the comments if you guys missed that. So let me know if you guys have questions so I can make sure we stick around for that. I'm just going backwards here so I can make sure I didn't miss anything. Let's see. She's getting good ideas. So it looks like Lori's here. Woohoo! Lori. Connie's saying she's got a Facebook party going on right now. Okay. How funny, right? This is how we multitask, right? Let's see. How do you get the caption on your video? Okay, so that's a great question. So Mickey, there's actually, if you have my Facebook party course, there's a tutorial in there on how to edit your video. If not, just go to edit video. This is only available on your business pages here. After you publish a live video, click on the video, click on edit video, and you'll see the option not just to change your thumbnail and update your description and add a title and add tags so that you can help that video get found, but you can also add closed captions. So it's built in to the edit video section. It's a great little tool there. Nicole's saying she would like the book. You can get this right on Amazon. If you're more of a page turner, it's paperback too, but that's a great place to start at a super, super duper affordable price. Let's see. Oh, that's a good one. Connie's saying easy steps to de-stress your kitchen mess. I like that. Even better if it rhymes, right? People love that. Okay. Let's see. All right. If you're watching on YouTube, we're actually live streaming both on Facebook and YouTube tonight. So if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that little subscribe button. And of course, on Facebook here, follow so that you guys get notified when I go live. I go live every Wednesday at 9 o'clock for Social Girl Live. All right, everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in. Message me if you want that special promo code. We'll be happy to hook you guys up so that you can get the training that you need to party online. All right. Thanks, everyone. Great to see you guys here tonight. Appreciate all of you. All right. Have a great night. Bye.